You talk like that for real, dog?
Yeah.
That's how you really talk?
Man, since I was born, man.
Get out of here.
It is.
Man, you seem like one of them niggas soon, like you get by yourself, like, oh,
You know what I'm saying? This was like, you know what I'm saying, coming up to me, trying to suck me off. And I was like,
that, all right.
Sometimes
You consistent with this shit, too.
Sometimes it's like that, too, though.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Justin Hunt, and you're watching JackThriller.com.
I'm really happy to have you on my show.
Yo, man, this is an honor for me. First of all, I've been studying your career for a very long time. I'm a huge fan of a lot of things you do, but most importantly, most specifically, your interviews. So I've watched a ton of the Jack Thriller interviews.
Get out of here.
This is an honor for me to be sitting there. And you asking me questions, man. Thank you.
It happened to you, dog.
Thank you.
It happened to you, man.
Thank you.
You gave me a dope-ass look on HipHopDX and whatnot. You know, but before we get to that, man, let's start off with you coming off of Wall Street, living, you know what I'm saying, Wall Street. You the Wolf on Wall Street on some Leonardo DiCaprio shit to do hip-hop. I don't understand that.
I mean, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't as rigorous as stressful. We'll say that.
Okay.
My man on Wolf of Wall Street went through some stress. I loved it.
You wasn't doing all this.
I
You wasn't doing them lines of coke.
I didn't have the.
No, you wasn't fucking them white bitches. No, none of that.
Yeah. You like it?
yeah.
So yeah, Wall Street to hip hop.
Yeah.
Now tell me how you make the transition and stuff.
I mean, I don't even know if it was a transition yet. What do? I talk about rap, right? I've been
Rap.
doing that my whole life.
Your whole life.
My whole life. I was doing it in elementary school.
Okay.
I was talking about rap. You
Well,
know, I don't know if it's any different.
Do you
I think
remember-
the outlier is probably working at the bank. That
Okay.
part's the outlier. We've been talking about rap since we were born.
You got a point.
All we've been doing is this. So anything else we're doing is the outlier at this point. We talk about rap. We talk about video games.
How do you like define yourself? What is your title? Like, would you call yourself a hip hop enthusiast?
I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I'm hip hop, and I talk about it for a living. Like, I write about rap. That's really it. Everything else that comes around with that only exists because one day I was like, man, I want to write about that.
Now, I remember when you were living in New York, you were working at HipHopDX. Now you're the editor-in-chief over at HipHopDX, man. How do you make that transition? What does it take to qualify?
Man, that was the funny thing about that is like
Somebody got fired, right?
Nobody got fired.
Nobody got fired.
That was the best part.
Okay.
That was the best part. Like, you know, Jake Payne's my mentor. He's the one who showed me more than anyone else how to be dope at doing this and not being an asshole at the same time. Like, just being honest and forthright with people all the time. And he's an incredible writer, incredible editor. So he was my mentor as a freelancer. So I followed his lead and his example when it came to that. But the reason I got this job is for the job I didn't get. Like, I interviewed for the news editor job, and I sat through this interview with Sharp Sharon, the CEO, and Michael Hogan Miller at the time, the CEO. And they were, I knew I could write, but they were asking me a ton of questions about writing for the internet, Google Analytics, the arc of a news cycle, and how it affects your social media. And like, just the dynamics of the conversation that, you know, it really takes to write about rap on the internet. I had no clue. I thought
you was gonna tell me you knew all that shit because I
didn't know any of that.
Yo, he had me fucked up on that first question right now.
I didn't know any of that.
And
but I sat there and lost in this interview and didn't get the job, and then I went back and studied that stuff.
Oh, you did? Okay.
And then I met that on the blogs that I was writing for.
Okay.
You know, free blog that I was writing for, and BrooklynBodega.com, which I was editor-in-chief of.
Okay.
And those things. And it blew our audience up. I mean, at least it doubled it, and then it was 199% one year, 202% the second year. Now, the size of our audience was meager compared to DX, but the principles I lost to in this interview were the ones that actually won. So once I understood that stuff, I implemented that in everything I was writing, every article, at least thinking about it from a conversational standpoint, but also things that translate based on the way the internet works. It's not paper and trees and staples, it's ones and zeros. So there's certain things that you can think about even as you're writing an article that you know is going to resonate to people. Because the thing that matters more than anything else is that people fuck with you. It's the fuck with you era. You don't have to be good first right now. So you take those principles and you build past that and actually teach people. Do edutainment like KRS used to say.
Wow, edutainment.
You do that, like people need you.
Wow.
It changes. It's not like they enjoy you.
Right.
They need you.
Right.
So like you're like sharing what you know. And the only thing I've ever talked about ever has been rap and video games. And I'm blessed enough to write about one of them do one of them for a living.
That's crazy, man. Yo, dude, I watch you. I watch your updates all the time on HipHopDX, man. I want to let you know you're an excellent host.
Thank you. I'm getting my reps in, man.
No, you're doing your thing.
I appreciate that.
Yo, I practice inside of your voice. Doing you're trying to, you know what I'm saying, implement that inside of what I do. You make me better.
Man,
you are so necessary in this game.
That is an honor for you to tell me that, man. I
You're
promise
amazing.
you. And for you to be from the South too, man. You're from Georgia. I'm from South Carolina. You know what I mean? Between you and Charlemagne, y'all were like the biggest advocates I felt, because there weren't a lot of personalities that were coming out that were as prominent on the internet space first like that. So like, y'all my model, man. For you to tell me that, man, thank you so much.
Let me ask you this, man. What's next for you? Where does it go from here?
Make HipHopDX the number one site, music. Not hip hop, music.
Wow. Now, see you doing some things with Revolt. They have you on every week. They need your input.
They have me on to talk because I run HipHopDX. That's the only reason.
Oh, you're so modest.
No, keep it funky. If I wasn't Editor-In-Chief of HipHopDX, they wouldn't ask me to come over on the Revolt and talk about nothing.
Man, you sure about that?
Publication for around 15 years, dog. They don't really care about me. I just got here. Last year. I'm like a year and a half.
You hit the ground running, though, man.
That's the only option. What are you supposed to do? Hit the ground standing?
You got a point.
It got way faster when you get to certain conversations.
Favorite video game? You said you love video games.
NBA Live 95.
95?
95.
Oh, who you always got to pick when you play it?
You got two options on that game. You got the Golden State Warriors because they had the Trails Freeway, which was the closest thing to Jordan on that game. And Jordan wasn't on Live 95 because Jordan had the Nike thing, and Jordan couldn't have his name on certain things. So if you got the Bulls, you got stuck with Scottie Pippen and whoever player 95 was.
You are such a nerd.
Did I do that?
Justin, is there anything you want to say to the Hollywood Jack audience, man, before we get up out here?
Yo, man, love and respect, bro. I'm proud
This
of
is
you
going to be the
so
first
much.
of many times
You know
that
what
we
I'm
do
saying?
this right here.
And as always, for more music and news, visit hiphopdx.com.
I will. And like I always say, you just can't say you're really something you got to be, man. Justin Hunt. Hey, don't kiss them hoes in the mouth unless you got to.